India is home to about 94% of the world's Hindus, but it is also home to millions of Muslims, Christians, and people from other minority religions.
Over the years, there have been several cases where India's religious minorities, Christians and Muslims, have been subjected to violence and discrimination. The Modi government has been accused of ignoring them and also of fostering hostility towards them.
In the Indian capital, New Delhi, a 600-year-old mosque, a madrasa, which is a Muslim religious school, a graveyard, and a home were recently demolished. Today, all that remains is rubble. Indian authorities told Delhi's High Court the structures were illegal encroachments, a claim Muzammil Salmani, who was a teacher at the demolished school, denies. Most students who lived and studied here have been sent back home, we are told.
You know, some students still call me from their villages and they still cry. They are going through a mental trauma. They always remember the night when the demolition happened.
Muzammil says hate against Muslims has become the new normal in India.
I can give you an example how obvious the hate becomes. Day before yesterday, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi was delivering a speech in a rally, and he was clearly targeting the Muslim community.
और पहले जब उनकी सरकार थी उन्होंने कहा था कि देश की संपत्ति पर पहला अधिकार मुसलमानों का है। इसका मतलब ये संपत्ति इकट्ठी करके किसको बांटेंगे? जिनके ज्यादा बच्चे हैं उनको बांटेंगे।
So if the PM says anything like this, you can have idea how the hate is being promoted. When someone want to down your moral, they attack on your religious places.
For this community in Delhi, it has been a continuous struggle.
My elder sister, Uzma, 38 years old, sister died just day before yesterday. And I was not able to find a place to bury her. After roaming for hours.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
You know, there was a time when we have a lot of space. We call the people from different colonies. People come here to bury their relatives, their family members. But I did not have place to bury my sister just 2 days back.
The mosque's Imam, Zakir Hussain, says authorities didn't even wait for him to retrieve the Quran before they proceeded to demolish it.
जबकि कुरान शरीफ इतनी अहम किताब है कि अपने से ज़्यादा हम जो कुरान शरीफ की इज़्ज़त और कदर करते हैं, तो कुरान शरीफ निकालने का हमने मौका नहीं दिया। कुरान शरीफ वगैरह सब जो है मलबे के नीचे दबी हुई है कुरान शरीफ। उनका कुछ जो भी मुफाद है वो उनका अपना मुफाद है। एक अलग से एक मुसलमान तबका को जो दिल को ठोस पहुँचाना, उनको कमज़ोर करना, उनको परेशान करना, उनकी एक अपनी वो मुहिम जो चल रही है, वो तो अब इससे पहले कई मस्जिद से जो हो उन्होंने शहीद करी है।
हाँ जी।
जी, चल ही रहा है।
Despite the demolition of their place of worship, Zakir continues to visit the site daily.
हादसे के बाद भी मैं रोजाना आता हूँ।
अच्छा।
जी।
जी। क्यों आते हैं यहाँ पे रोज?
बस लगाव है, जब तक मैं यहाँ आता नहीं हूँ, यहाँ बैठ नहीं जाता, जब तक मुझे सुकून नहीं। यहाँ बैठ जाता हूँ, थोड़ी देर देख लेता हूँ, देख के थोड़ा दिल को जो सुकून मिलता है। जो हो गए सो हो गए, वो तो भूला नहीं जाता।
Not far from this community is where Nehla lives. She is a student at Delhi University who aspires to be a journalist. She shares that discrimination against the community comes in all forms and impacts them in the most visceral ways.
Whenever we go for a house, the first question we get to ask is, are you Mohammedan? Are you Muslim? Like many landowners, many brokers are hesitant to give us flats without any reasons, and we'll all get flats if we eat non-veg. Like there are some flats where a non-Hindu or like Muslim friends should also not come over.
Nehla and her friends looked at 11 places before they finally found a place to rent. On campus grounds too, she has sensed unease. Nehla says she feels isolated as a Muslim hijabi woman.
I've never thought such kind of discrimination that I'll face in Delhi University. I thought it would be a cakewalk, coming to the EU, getting into societies, making a lot of friends. But that was not the story when I came to the EU. I was isolated first before I made my own community.
A recent report by the India Hate Lab, a Washington DC based research group, documented 668 hate speeches targeting Muslims in India. Of this, a staggering 75% took place in the BJP ruled states. Many have accused the BJP of promoting religious division and empowering hostility towards India's Muslims.
भारत को हिंदू राष्ट्र बनाना है ना। हमारे बिटिया बहन महिलाओं के तरफ अगर अखियां उठाई हैं तो उनके यहाँ खतना होला तनी भरम पूरा खतनवा करवाए पाकिस्तान में।
It feels like someone is dominating here. A group, a particular religion, a particular community is dominating here. And it don't feel like our nation.
Right.
We no more feel safe here. Like, while seeing this orange flags, I feel a sense of domination of a particular community, where others are not being able to express their identity.
According to the United Christian Forum, violence against Christians too has surged in the last decade, indicating that it is not only Muslims facing threats in India.
The music you can hear from behind me is from the Sunday prayers of a local Christian group in New Delhi. However, many Sundays ago, the pastor of this group claims that their prayer meeting was waylaid by a Hindu nationalist mob. Their property was vandalized and they were assaulted.
और जब नारों की आवाज़ आई तो बहुत तेज़ी से आवाज़ आनी शुरू हो गई। जब आवाज़ आई तो जय सिया राम के नारे लग रहे थे और हिंदू राष्ट्र हमारा है। चर्च की बहनों को मारा, इवन रोड से मारा और चर्च के भाइयों को मारा और बहुत बुरी तरीके से मारा। इवन यीशु मसीह की तस्वीर 12 चेलों की लगी हुई थी।
One person was arrested after Bharti filed a police case. He says the incident has left him scared.
जब हमारे ऊपर ये अटैक हुआ तो मैं बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब बड़ा डिप्रेशन में चला गया उस दौरान।
अच्छा।
डिप्रेशन में ये कि जितने भी चर्च में लोग आ रहे थे वो सब छोड़ के चले गए मुझे। बात ये थी कि डर के मारे।
He says it has become a constant struggle for minority communities in India.
चुनौतियां हैं। मसीह जीवन, क्रिश्चियनों का जीवन आसान नहीं है। आज के समय में तो यही है। आज के समय में आप आज़ादी से नहीं रह सकते।
Journalist and author Nilanjan Mukhopadhyay says the BJP stands to gain electorally when they divide the communities.
Between 2014 and 2019, the BJP practiced a lot of Hindu majoritarian programs and policies. Their fringe elements of the Hindu Nationalist Brigade, they mounted attacks on religious minorities, the Muslims and the Christians. There were vigilante groups. It resulted in an increase of 6% vote share.
Right.
From 282 seats in parliament, they went up to 303 seats in parliament.
The BJP has consistently denied all allegations of intolerance, violence, and harassment of religious minorities. They maintain that the uniform implementation of welfare schemes under the Modi government has erased the lines of discrimination among minorities and other communities.
कास्ट, क्रीड, रिलीजन, जेंडर, किसी भी भेदभाव को वहाँ जगह नहीं होती है।
Nehla and Bharti are not convinced. They feel the growing influence of Hindu nationalism in India has raised concerns for the safety and rights of religious minorities. As Modi seeks a third term in office, they both fear things will get worse.
Prime Minister is for everyone of the nation, irrespective of caste, creed and gender.
Right.
So, a Prime Minister should work for the development, for the welfare of everyone.
Do you think that's happening?
No. Forget about the welfare. We are being questioned about our citizenship, our nationality.
अब हमारे घर में आके कोई घुस के ये बोलता है कि हिंदू राष्ट्र हमारा है तो हम कहाँ जाएं?